Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution. Now this isn't part of the actual playthrough of my series on the channel. This was requested by one of my new subscribers, and it's sort of like a tutorial as to sort of how to progress quite quickly within the game. Now obviously at the beginning of the game they sort of tell you how to do certain things, but from watching other people play the game and from my own experience, it seems like a lot of people, at the beginning at least, sort of struggle when it comes to like certain things on like how to do them, and that a big thing is power and like connecting like the substations and all the buildings together, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna sort of show you just how those work. This is for the PlayStation edition of this game, however. So when I go over the controls, they are based off console. Now, hopefully within the editing, I will put in the controls for the PC as well. So obviously, people playing this game on PC can follow along as well. Right. So to start off, obviously, let's get a operations center. Right, ranger station. We'll just stick that over here out of the way so it's not getting any power, because if we go to the power station, yes, I know how the game works. Really?
The raptors more generally, and me and Blue specifically. We have a special relationship, like what I have with Claire.
Do you really need to?
Anyway, nice to meet you.
Right. He's out of the way. Right, so now, basically, here we have unused power at the bottom and total power output. Now, the unused power, there's 18, let's say, units of power left, right? Out of 60. And as you can see, there's these little sort of circles that go around. There's two of them, right? Going around my buildings. Now, that means that they're being powered by this here power station. And when you create a new thing, so let me show you over here, it's now not being connected. It's not being powered because it's not connected up to the power station over here. And the way that you do that is you go down to power, obviously, and oh, not that. You make a small substation. Can I zoom in? There we go. Right, you make a small substation. There we go. I can talk. And then all you do is you simply connect it up to the pre-existing. Can that not connect to that? No. So all you need to do is just connect it up to the actual pre-existing network. And then there you go. It's powered. I thought it hadn't powered then, but it just needs to be connected to the path. It is then powered. So if we go back over to here, this should have changed. So see, now it's gone down from 16 unused power to 7. And obviously, that's the reason. And when I've seen other people play this game, they seem to sort of not realise that literally all you need to do is place down a substation next to certain buildings that have not been powered, and then just literally put in a few pylons and connect it up to a pre-existing path. Now, however, as you can see, there is the getaway profit per min. Obviously, there is a certain amount that you can only use, and eventually you'll probably run out. So you will need to make another power station. And then literally it's just copy and paste, basically. You just do the same thing over and over. Now, what you can do is, after you've done a few researches, you can add in some upgrades to the buildings. And that can increase the power output that it can have. Which is nice, because then that can mean that you might only need like one power station to power your entire park, to be fair. Especially if it's the larger power stations, which you won't have at the very beginning of the game. Right, now here's the next thing that I want to show off. I've literally just started up some research in here, the research facility, and this is where you can get basically the output for the power stations, which is nice. But what I actually wanted to show you was a few shortcuts as to sort of get around a bit quicker within the game. So if you're on console, if you press triangle, it comes up with a map, and it will start off on view all. However, pressing R1, you can toggle through it, and you can see, so you can only see your dinosaurs. As we have over here, we have the Struthiomimus, and then we can have vehicles, which is what we have here with the ranger station and the ACU helicopter. If you want to get into the database quickly instead of going through the actual menu itself, you can just hit square and it brings up the management. Now from here you can do a lot of actually pretty cool things. If you click on island rating, I didn't actually know this until the other day, but it actually shows you a dinosaur rating and a facility rating. Now obviously the facility rating is pretty much mostly based around the guests, and the dinosaur rating is obviously for the dinosaurs. And then obviously you've got your star rating of your park there. Here you can request contracts from all three of the divisions. You can only have 3 at a time, and if you decline one, you then have to wait a minute in order to get a new one. Here you have the reputation of each of the individual sections. So as you can see, I've got a little bit of the entertainment, none in science, and none in security. And at the bottom, you can see that I've obviously got no loyalty bonuses with any of them, because I've not really done much with them, and that their sabotage risk is low. However, as you progress through the game, you'll start to realise that you can actually be sabotaged. I think later on in one of the islands, you actually get sabotaged. I'm not too sure though. Here we have the missions, obviously showing you the 3 main missions, well, the main mission for each of the 3 divisions. For the entertainment, mission 1 on this first island is, you know, pretty much get a Ceratosaurus, build a few buildings, all that good stuff. And for a reward for that, you get 1 million and a Draco Rex, which is a new dinosaur, which is nice. You can also check out your financial stuff here. Obviously, we're not making any profit at the moment because I've literally got nothing in here. I've got 1 dinosaur and no amenities. From here, if we press R1, we can go and have a look at our island navigation, and here we can see the 5 islands that you will get to manage throughout the game. The next one that you unlock after this is Isla Muerta, and then at 4 stars you unlock Isla Nublar, which is a sandbox game. Then you can unlock Isla Sorna, Isla Tacano, and Isla Pena. Oh, I didn't actually mean to come out of that then. If you press R1 again, it then brings you up to the expedition map. And if you have a expedition research place, this is where you can send out dig teams to go and collect fossils. Yes, but I've literally just said this, Cabot. Shut up. So annoying. Anyway, ignore him, listen to me, right? Literally, for God's sake, Cabot, you've made me forget where I was. Right, so you can literally just send out a dig team, like so, and then the helicopter will go off and find out. Once the helicopter comes back though, you will then get the fossils that they collected, and here you can extract DNA for the different dinosaurs. Yes, look, I'm literally going over this game. Please shut up. Right, now that gets shut up, here we have all of the different researches that you can do within the game. You have research into fossil, I was just about to say then if they popped up again. Genetic research, medical treatments, this is where you find out like the diseases that the dinosaurs can catch and how you treat them. Building upgrades, buildings and enclosures. So that will mean like new fences for obviously like the T-Rexes and Spinosaurus down the line. Next we have the InGen database, and this is literally just showing you all the things that you unlock throughout the game, basically. It's just a little, sort of like a little, what would you call it? Diary of the things you found, let's just say. Right, now obviously, as you have a dinosaur, you're going to need to feed it, right? So then you just go into enclosures. If it's a herbivore, you put in either a ground herbivore feeder for the smaller dinosaurs, a tall herbivore feeder for obviously the sauropods in the game. Obviously, if it's a carnivore, you either put in the normal carnivore feeder, or as I think everybody just goes for because it's cheaper and cooler, the live bait feeder, which is the poor goat. But it you know, it's fine. Now, I went off topic earlier on, and what I actually wanted to show you was some shortcuts for the ACU Centre and the Ranger Station. Now, obviously this is console, but I will put in the PC commands as well. So if you press L1, it'll bring up the ACU Centre, and obviously this is where you can pilot a helicopter, and this is where you trank your dinosaurs or can heal them. If you press R1, it comes up with the Ranger Station, and obviously again you can then drive the car. Cabot, I swear to God, man, if you do not shut up, I'm going to come over there in this game and I'm going to slap you up. Right. There we go. Now, obviously there's more skins that you can get for the Jeeps and the helicopters. There is the 1993 skin for the Jeep, obviously. Hang on, let me just show you. Instead of just talking, let me show you. Right, I don't actually know what I can't remember what I gotta go on. There we go, change skins. The 1993 Jeep from the original Jurassic Park, which is actually quite cool. Imagine getting into that and then having a T-Rex chase you later on in the game. You could recreate so many cool things. Now, I've been watching a few people play this game, and they seem to be struggling incredibly on money. And obviously, the beginning of the game, you kind of do. But obviously, just follow the missions, get up new contracts and stuff, because they're really good. They can give you a lot of money really, really quickly. Or you can do what I did. And just literally stick a bunch of herbivores in here, and then people just flock. They just literally flock to you, and before you know it, you'll have millions, and you can just basically dick about in the entire game. It's quite nice. Right, so that's sort of like a little tutorial for this game. I hope this was helpful to any of you out there. If it was, please hit that like button. Let me know that you are enjoying this content. If you are new, consider subscribing. That would be a great help. And I will see all you amazing, beautiful people in the next video. Ta-ra!